Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Shannon, I am the Wisdom Wench, and in this channel you are following my journey to become a medicinal herbalist. This is my Year 1, Term 2 recap of studying herbal medicine traditionally with Heartwood. Grab a cup of tea, grab a cup of coffee. Like the last one, this will take more of a podcasty format. I'm just gonna sit and talk to you about my experience so far. So go get comfy, go get cozy, and let's talk about the last 3-4 months. I've got the same tea that I've had for a little while, which is this green tea with strawberry that one of my friends got me in London that I think I've mentioned before. I love this tea. I am obsessed. I'm genuinely obsessed with it. I need to try and make something like it. First things first, like before, just a little bit of housekeeping. So I am studying the Heartwood Professional course part-time, which takes 6 years. It's an entirely online course with multiple different assessments, and you end it with a diploma in herbal medicine. You have to do 500 clinic hours. That is the bulk of it to get through. If you want to know more about beginning the course and what you have to do, check out my previous videos in this playlist, which is the Studying Herbal Medicine, which is about the actual me going out and studying it at different courses and everything I'm doing. Check out that playlist for all the other videos and more information. But Term 2, so this ran, the area is January through to April. I don't remember the exact dates. It was me chipping along at my modules, just kind of like before. I got really caught up in some areas, and then I was falling behind in the last ones. I got caught up in a different way with some of the other modules. So while I kind of felt like I was falling behind, it was more like I was being really selective about how I was using my time. Towards the end of March was my assessments. So I had to submit a herbal traditions essay and a anatomy and physiology essay. So the 3 modules from Term 1 are herbal traditions 1, anatomy and physiology, and practitioner development. But the practitioner development stuff doesn't need to be submitted until like June, so we're good. I found this term I've struggled for motivation, largely for motivation. I felt like I couldn't really see a bigger picture as to why I was studying, and it's felt very lonely to me. I felt very lonely this last term. Because it's entirely online, we have group chats and we have forums and there are seminars, but apart from that, there's no real interaction, and I don't feel like there's very much kind of the discussion of the ideas. And I guess that's really difficult with stuff like A&P, which is this, you know, the heart does this. There's not really a discussion to be had around that. But when I was at university doing my bachelor's, what I loved was the discussion of the ideas, and I'm more than happy to be wrong. Very happy to be wrong. But if someone could give me a really cool new idea and explain to me why I'm wrong and challenge me, and I loved all of that. And we don't really have that, but I think that's because of the online setting. I've struggled with that, and it has made me feel quite lonely on the course. It's been really hard in that sense. And most of this term was me just chugging along, watching the videos, making my notes, doing my reading, studying, learning, following my weekly lessons. And then we get to the essays. They give us our essays really early, so we have loads of time to work on them. And even with that, I found that I was taking some real late nights to do the essays. And I really struggled with them. I felt very like wishy-washy. I didn't really know what I was doing with it. I didn't really know what was expected of me. And some people on the course got it immediately. They were like, oh yes, this and this. And they were trying to explain it. And I'm like, no, I don't get it. I don't get it. And that's okay. I passed both of them. But I did like okay in one and just scraped to pass in the other. So I pulled a lot of really late nights doing those essays. even though they gave them to us really early, and I was working on them quite early and getting my ideas together, but I changed. For herbal traditions especially, I changed that whole essay like 4 times. I didn't really know what I was doing. And I really struggled with that one. And honestly, I put myself through a lot. My self-care dropped, and my joy and excitement also dropped. And it did end with me just not having the most fun on like those few weeks, especially with studying. And the A&P one was due in the week after that. And again, restructured that. Like, I think I restructured that one 3 times. I had an idea for how the essay should go, and I started writing it, and that didn't flow, so I like moved everything around. And then that flowed, but in the wrong way. I could tell by reading the brief that's not what they wanted. And then I tried it another way, and I was like so close. And then I had to have my husband look at it, and I'm like, this doesn't make sense to me. What am I doing? And he like swapped 2 bits around, and he was like, that. And I was like, oh yeah, that. So you need someone else to look at your essays for you, because if you are just staring at them all the time, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. You're not going to see what you've done wrong. So when I kind of like essay buddied up with my husband and he was helping, he was just restructuring and rereading it, because I would write a sentence over and over and over again. It wouldn't work. I've never been good at doing this stuff. I've never been good at essays. I've never been good at exams. My brain does not work that way. Give me a presentation. I'm all over that. Let me do PowerPoint and I'm your best friend. I love PowerPoint so much. I will make PowerPoints for fun. In fact, as an aside, when I got married, I made a PowerPoint for all my bridesmaids that they had to sit through. And I ended it with a quiz, okay? I'm fun with PowerPoints. I love PowerPoints. PowerPoints, presentations, debate, explaining my ideas, the more almost thematic kind of learning is where I do really well. So this term was a struggle because it is so just intellectualized, academic, because it's so academic. This is what the essays did to me. So I struggled a lot, and it was really difficult at points to keep going through that. I'm so lucky to have the people in my life that I do, because I would not have got through term 2 without them. I don't think. My work especially were fantastic. When I was like, I need time off to write this essay, they were like, cool, there you go. Good luck. Don't cry. And having like my husband and my friends that I can sit there and be like, right, let me explain to you this idea and talk you through it, and then can you make my words written? Help me. And they sat with me for hours. I went on video chat with my friend Anna, who is in America, and it was so helpful because we did like the Pomodoro method, where we worked for like 20 minutes, then we would chat, and then work for 20 minutes and then chat. And it really helped me get through those essays. Firstly, because really focused time where I'm being held accountable. Like, she is there making sure I'm working, and same, and we could bounce ideas off of each other with whatever we were working on, and it was so useful. So that really helped me, the accountability, and the kind of being social around studying as well, because there's just not that much of that in my life, so that was very nice. So term 2 kind of ended, I think it was just after I submitted those essays, but boy howdy, did my life turn around shortly after that. But that is for a future video that is, I promise you, on its way. But this term, or the period that this term was in, term 2, from January to the April, have been a catalyst for everything that's happening to me now. I'm at the end of May, it's about to turn into June, but the last few weeks of April, the entirety of May, and I can see the next few weeks as well have garnered huge changes for me, and this term was a catalyst for that. And the bits that I was really unhappy with have inspired me to make changes, to find new ways around things, and to really align myself with how my brain works and how I want to move forward. So, bring on the future. Let's go. I always try to find the positive in it. So yes, it was so hard to go through term 2 feeling quite lonely, quite isolated, not having really any hands-on experience with the plants and being very academic and focused. Yes, that's difficult, but I can use that to make the changes that I want to make and that I need to make things better. Intellectualizing your feelings without action is just causing yourself unnecessary suffering. So I put action behind all of those feelings, and I'm using that to make change. So there's a few videos coming up, so make sure you're subscribed to this channel because I've got changes. They are coming. I am excited. So if you want to be updated on all of those things that are happening, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for being here. As always, you are wonderful, and I will see you next week. Bye. Looking cute. Looking cute. Yes, I am looking cute. I'm looking cute. What is time? Also, this is just the cutest mug in the world. Look, it's just herbal remedies with lots of different... So I poured... Sorry. Look how big this mug is. It's the size of my head. Seriously. And like, I could fit like half of my face in this mug. Hello. I'm hungry and I need caffeine.